this is going to work, I think. I should probably clean off a camera or two, but I think this might work for us. What's up, people? Is everybody here? I think so. I think so. Okay, I got a couple of things that I picked up. If you have been with me all morning, then you know what I have. I went to the store and picked up a couple of things. So I'm making sure all these cameras looking good. I'm making sure all these cameras. I know we're back. I know. Okay, I picked up some stuff. So let's do some unpacking and whatnot, so we can look at all the goodies. By the way, I did this live on Facebook this morning. So if you missed out, you can go watch Facebook. All right. AP flour. I just did like a little supermarket situation. Granulated on the sugar. All right. Cornstarch. Okay. What good is baking it if you can't get it out, right? And then I got some things for tonight. Did you know that Sweet Baby Ray's had a hot sauce? I don't think I knew this either, right? And Old Bay has a hot sauce. So I was like, you know what? I better get both of those and just see what those are hitting on, okay? I better get both of those just to see what they're hitting on. Okay, Parmesan cheese. This is, get you a good one, all right? If normally I get the triangle, the wheel, but not really feeling that, so I got the one that was already grated. Just get a good one. Good to go. They also sell these like caprese salads. It's like a pearl mozzarella cheese with the herbs and the olive oil and the sun-dried tomatoes and all the things. All right. Speak to my heart, Lord. Okay. Give me the words that will bring new life. Okay. Orzo. Only because I was looking for orzo the other day and the heifer didn't have none. She said they didn't have none. I knew they had orzo, but it was on Instacart. Okay. Sour cream. We'll use that in a minute. I gotta take some Benadryl, I think. Oh, you know, let me take some Flonase. Cream cheese. That was on sale. It was $2.18 for one. And so it was $2.18 for one. Sorry, excuse. Talk amongst yourselves. Pardon me. Living in Texas, okay? Oh, tangerine juice. I love this stuff. They sell this at fresh squeezed tangerine juice. It's so good. Love. Cocktails. A drink on the go. Ice cream. Salted caramel gelato, because why not? Caramel cookies and cream, because why not? And limited edition lemon bar ice cream. Limited edition. I don't know. Let's see if we're gonna like this or not. It's good. It's definitely good. So I guess the answer is we will like that. All right. Red food coloring for tonight. Today, that's real good, actually. It's buttery. Cake batter extract. Okay, this is honeycomb. Don't ask me why I got it. It's just because they had it in the store and I said, you know, that's nice to have. Dragon fruit, the yellow one. I like to squeeze a little fresh lime on top of mine. Lemon or lime, whatever you got, is what I like to do with mine and eat it that way. And I kind of OD on them from being in Indonesia, so it is what it is on that. All right, I have something forbidden that I normally don't see me use. All right, this is an instant rice. Don't worry, I'm not making it as rice. I got another application, but you normally never see me buy instant rice. Actually, I buy instant rice for one thing and like literally one thing only. So, another Aurora melon. Oh, this is a cantaloupe. I lied. I mean a honeydew. Honeydew melon. I am really into my melon shtick right now. Meyer lemons. These are like $5 at HEB. You get 12 Meyer lemon for like $5. Zest, juice, the whole bit. Meyer lemon is delicious. Meyer lemon is a little bit sweeter than regular lemon, and it's delicious, okay? Butter, lots of that. More red food coloring, just because you have enough. Pound cake extract, all right? Pound cake extract. And smoked pork neck bones. We need to use those today, okay? I've got to keep going. Let's see what else we have to show you. All right, I also have, this is for tonight, catfish fillet. I opened it in the supermarket to smell it, right? Because they have this plastic film on so tight. And sometimes, you know, all right, sometimes, and the last thing I need to do is come home, see this, and then be upset. So I put a little key, took my key, and I nicked it, put a little hole in it, pulled it back, and it should smell like nothing. If it smells like something, find a different one, okay? All right, melons, they had little personal watermelons, so we'll cut this up later, okay? Also, I picked up another Aurora. I don't know if that's how you say it, but A-R-A-R-A, another Aurora melon. It's like a, I can't even describe it because it's not like a honeydew. That's the first thing people want to say because it looks like honeydew. So they want to say, oh, it's honeydew. And it's not even honeydew. It's sweet. Girl, it's a melon. That's all I can tell you. It's a good melon. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Oh, I bought these two. Tangerine and chili marinated olives. I showed these to you on Instagram yesterday from Central Market, but I went to HEB, same company, and they have them already like this. So, and these are good. They're so good that I had them up from the Olive Bar, and I was putting the lid on, you know, walking away, and I just bit one. I went back and filled the rest of it up, and then closed it up. That's how good they are. So, but you have to love olives to love that kind of stuff, and I love an olive. Okay. All right, what else did I pick up? One bunch of collard greens for later. Grapes to eat. Cherries to eat. The other yellow dragon fruit for later. Can't eat too many of those because you'll be on the toilet. All right, heavy cream, half and half. Are musts. And I'm gonna try this. This was the HEB Limeade. Okay? Let me try the HEB Limeade. I've been looking for that Target limeade forever. That, I don't know, it was like a Target California Dreams or Calif Dreams or something. It was like in Target. It was like a ginger limeade or something. Y'all showed me one time. Baby, I've been to every Target. Every time I travel and I go to Target, I be looking for it and never can find it. Baby, she's good. That's good. This is the HEB brand. It's not even Simply. This is the HEB brand. The HEB has a limeade that's kind of amazing. It's really good. It's like really tasty. And kind of delicious. All right, what else we got? More butter. More cream cheese. Buttermilk from somebody's farm. More cream cheese. More butter. All right, we need to do a few things to get our lives together, our lives together. Oh, and I also bought a mixer, which I'll bring out in 1 second. I bought a brand new KitchenAid mixer, you know, for today. Let me put this stuff away. Let's start putting this stuff away. That way, stuff is where it needs to be and not all out in the way of everything. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm putting everything away. That way we can deal with what we need to deal with, okay? Let me do my, that was fluticasone, which is Flonase, and then this is azalastine. So I do a regimen of both that knocks out my allergies. Forgive me for having allergies. I'm just a human being, okay? Okay, let's get our little cells together so we can do a little baking. I can put this away. You know what? I'm missing. Maybe it fell out in the car. I'm missing 1 bottle of hot sauce. And it probably rolled itself. It probably rolled itself somewhere. And now I can't find it, okay? But now that I know I'm looking for it. Come out, wherever you are. Okay, I might as well put a little bump or something in here, huh? We'll make this a little citrus. What I got? We can make this a little citrusy, Doc. Ain't nothing wrong with a little afternoon sitch. All right, a little, you're so late. Getting home from the office. Did you miss your train? Were you caught in the rain? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's deal with what I need to do for tonight. I want to make this broth. for you. The broth is gonna be for another dish, but I need to make the broth for the dish. So I might as well do that while I'm right here. And one of the things that I love is using the Darius Cook's pressure cooker to make the broth, because why would I put this on the stove, cook this down on the stove for hours, when literally the pressure cooker can do all the work, all right? Whatever you do, you need some bones, right? So these are neck bones, pork neck bones. They're smoked. Smoked is obviously gonna give us lots of amazing flavor and a level of complexity that without it, you kind of wouldn't get, right? So it's like, you can use fresh pork neck bone if you want to, and that's fine, or fresh turkey or fresh chicken. But I honestly think what we're going for, and you'll see about it tonight, but what we're going for tonight, and if you know what I'm doing tonight, don't spread it to the world. You let them guess, and they'll see it tonight. But what I'm doing tonight, I just think that the smoked is really the way it's supposed to go. Okay? I just think you just have to. Like bacony, smoky, you know what I mean? Personal opinion. All right, let me grab a pressure cooker. If you need one, you know what to do. Shop DariusCooks.com. The discount code is the word GHOSTBOY at checkout. Save you 70%. So if you need a pressure cooker, you can get one. I also call this clean out the fridge broth, okay? This is the time you go to the fridge and you say, what's about to die, okay? If it's about to die, you pull it out and you go, let's use it. Here is my what's about to die pile. We all have one, okay? So this broth, I didn't buy any new, because I got enough stuff hanging out that I need to use up. All right, I'm gonna use my Santoku knife. I thought I sold the Santokus separately from the chef knife on the site. Clearly, I don't do that. So if you were just looking for Santoku, give me till this afternoon or this evening. By the time I come back on, I should have them all separated on the site and you'll be able to get the Santokus, all right? I'm gonna put my cleaned, rinsed, smoked pork neck bones in here. If you don't do the pork, any turkey works well too for this, all right? Ham hock, all does well. What would really be good in this is like a smoked chicken would be great. Okay, and then any sort of, whatever you got. This onion has seen better days, right? So let's just use this and put this in there. Cute little rough chop, okay? Look at this, scallions, right? They've seen better days. Let's chop the scallions up. And now we don't have any waste, right? We've used up our stuff so that we don't have any waste, right? I bought carrots yesterday, okay? This was a maroon carrot. So on the inside of this carrot, I'll show you what it looks like. What the inside of the carrot looks like, right? So it's maroon on the outside, but then it's like a yellow, orangish on the inside, right? Right in. It's a carrot, right? It's gonna give us some flavor. You're gonna put it right in there. Rough chop it, right in the bowl. I had some bell pepper. Here's an orange one left over. Might as well use all of this that's left. All right, let me rinse this. And I'm just rough chopping it, nothing, no technique here. I'm more interested in building the flavor components of this than I am with anything else. I'm not worried about technique. I'm not worried about how this looks. I'm not worried about chopping this correctly because this is all gonna just flavor the broth, so who cares? Right? And then whatever you got hanging out in the fridge goes in. I know I have some garlic somewhere hanging out too. Let's grab that. Look, I got herbs. Let's get rid of these. All right, I have, look at this, garlic. Get rid of it. Rosemary, fresh rosemary, and fresh thyme. And fresh oregano. All right. In the pot. Very simple. Let's get some water over here. I do want to put some black pepper though. And then maybe a touch of chicken bouillon. Let's grab some of that. That won't hurt. Right, and then the beauty of this is you put this on 45 minutes. You really could do like 35. I'm gonna do 45 minutes. But then you have like this beautiful, lovely stock that you can do anything with. This stock could be the base of sauteed greens. This stock could be the base of soups. This stock could be the base of stews. This stock could be the base of a gumbo if you wanted it to, right? This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about doing things from scratch. You can go any number of ways, but a smoked pork stock would be amazing. Develop this into ramen. You can play around with collard green or turnip green and smoked turkey ramen, right? Do the same thing with pho. Like you could really, you know, sort of let your imagination run wild. All right, put the insert in. We shall lock the lid. Meat/stew. I'm putting it on 45, 35 to get you what you need. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's it. That's all she wrote. 45 minutes later, you have a beautiful, amazing stock that you can do tons of great things with. All right. All right, let me grab this mixer. I bought a brand new mixer for y'all. It's really for me, but I bought a brand new mixer. It's a KitchenAid mixer. And I just bought it live on wherever I was, and it was kind of amazing. Okay? All right, let me grab it. Hold on, y'all. It's in the garage. I was lazy. All right. Whew. Okay. It's a brand new KitchenAid mixer that, if you're not following me on Facebook, you should. We got this morning from Target. We were live together and we picked this up from Target. This morning. All right. There she goes. She even has the guard on. This is great. This is cute. All right, let us make sense of what's happening here. We have a paddle. Looks like we have a dough hook. And a whisk attachment. Let's get rid of all of this. Oh, I don't even have an outlet, do I? All right, let's go. I'm gonna use this paddle attachment. Oh, you know what else I bought today too that is necessary for this? That y'all had to remind me. They were on, y'all was so cute. They were on Facebook like, you forgot this, you forgot that. You didn't get this, you didn't get that. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't have a rubber spatula here. I have one now. All right. Butter. Your butter should be at room temperature. And this is nowhere near room temperature. So what I'm going to do is put these 4 sticks on a plate and microwave them slightly, or in a bowl or whatever. I just want 2 sticks of butter. I mean, you could do 3 if you wanted to do 3, but 2 is a plenty. And if you work it long enough in here, it'll get soft. I don't want to melt it. So like, 10 seconds at a time. And they have all these other tricks. You can do things like warm a glass and put the glass over it and let it wait. Do whatever you want to do. Okay? Do whatever you want to do. Whatever the Lord leads you to do. If you want to put put the stuff in the shower with you, I don't care. All right? Whatever floats your boat, whatever creams your Twinkie, just do that. I got one of these stupid, strong microwaves, child. You put your food on 60 seconds, it's gonna burn. All right, in here, I'm gonna add those 2 sticks of butter that are at room temperature-esque, okay? It ain't quite room temperature, but for the purpose of today's assignment, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, all right? To that, I've got an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Because, and preheat the oven. 325. All right, it helps if everything is room temperature. This is not, but we're gonna work it out anyway. All right, and then let's add some sugar. 3 cups of do you? All right, so this is the 1st cup, the 2nd cup, and the 3rd cup. If you are into the sifting and the, all of that, by all means, do me a favor. Knock yourself out. Okay? If those are the kinds of things that you like doing, by all means, enjoy. But I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do over here. And that's sifted, okay? All right, let's whip this together. This needs a little bit of time. Let me see if I can find an outlet that I could use to whip it together. I think this is an outlet. All right, let's go. Lock her in place, start her on low. If you do anything other than low, you'll be wearing it. And I don't know about you, but that's not cute, all right? Your current outfit is cute, this not. $325. Once it starts going a little bit, you can jack it up. The idea is to get the air incorporated. Does all the work. 3 things: butter, cream cheese, and sugar. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Not difficult. Very easy. All right. The code is GHOSTBOY. So if you're shopping at shopdariuscooks.com, 70% off. The code is GHOSTBOY. Whatever you want, you can get it from over there. Three or 4 minutes, 4 or 5 tops. Just want a nice, smooth mixture. And then what I like to do, is scrape. I like to scrape down the sides, because what'll happen is that you'll get it going good, and then you'll notice that if you don't scrape down the sides, you haven't done the best job of incorporating all the ingredients. You see how pale this is? How white, pale, and fluffy this is? This is what I'm going for, all right? This is like the start of like an amazing pound cake. All right, let's add the eggs. And the eggs are gonna go in one at a time, all right? So I'm gonna jack this down to just a stir. And then I can crack in 1, 2, 3, 4, and as soon as this goes, I'll put the 5th one in. Like that. 5. Okay? Now let's talk about flavoring, because we've not done that. All right, my good friend, her name is Christy Paxton, is launching Rocky Mountain Vanilla Company. She lives in Denver, and she's launching her own vanilla. Okay? It takes a long time for the vanilla to age, but about a year ago, she gave me some as a gift. This vanilla was handcrafted by Christy Paxton. It doesn't say when she packaged this particular one, but you need a really good quality vanilla. And before you ask, yes, she's white. Because you know black people are not making our own vanilla from scratch. But this woman is starting her own vanilla company, and she gifted me with some of her fresh vanilla that she made with her own hands. I mean, she packaged it like it's Fort Knox, but other than that, I'm able to get into it, okay? So just use a good quality vanilla extract, all right? One of them Watsons and something like that. Or find you a white friend that can make you some good extract, okay? So I'm gonna put a couple of teaspoons of vanilla in there. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. It smells outstanding. All right, and then I'm gonna add a few other flavorings to that, just to make sure my pound cake, my sour cream pound cake, comes out tasting absolutely delicious and amazing. All right, so this extract is a pound cake flavored extract. Half a tablespoon is all you need. Too much more than that, it tastes artificial. We don't want to do that. All right, and then they also have a cake batter flavored as well. So let's add her to the pool too. I'll tell you what they do. They make it so you can't even get in here, don't they? They make it so you can't even get up in there. All right, cake batter flavor, same deal on our half tablespoon. That's all you need, right? You don't want it to taste like soap, all right? Extracts go right in. And it's like the moment this hits, you start to smell what smells outstanding, which are the extracts. Sour cream. You can use any kind you want. Nobody gonna know if it's off brand or not. You don't have to use Daisy if you don't want to. All right, I'm putting in a cup of sour cream. Let's whip her together. Dry ingredient. Good pinch of salt. Good little hits of baking powder. Not soda. Powder. 1, 2, half. 2.5 teaspoons. And then on the flour, I'm going to be using an AP, all-purpose flour. No. Before you even get ready to type it in, did you see me sifted is going to be the answer. All right? Before you get ready to type your question, my answer is, did you see me sifted? No, right? All right. So no, the answer is no, I don't sift it, okay? If you didn't see me do it, the answer is no. Okay, I do not like a dry pound cake. So what typically ends up happening is that you're gonna hear the mixer start to work overtime to get that flour going. Hey, child, if the mixer is struggling, what's gonna happen when it's time for you to eat this? So what I like to do is hit it with just a cup of something. Heavy cream, half and half, buttermilk, something. Something, okay? And that's our insurance policy that our pound cake's gonna be nice and moist. Okay, that is now our insurance policy that the pound cake is going to be beautiful and moist. As soon as that is incorporated, cut that off. The last thing you want to do is over mix a pound cake batter. That is the very last thing you ever want to do in life is over mix a pound cake batter. It is going to be atrocious and thick and gooey and gummy, and you're going to be like, girl, what happened? They're going to be like, what Darius told you. He told you not to mix too much. All right? Spray this good. If you think it's enough, add some more. It makes 0 sense to do all this work for a homemade pound cake and you can't get it out the pan. 0 cents, all right? If you were doing mix-ins, cookies and cream, freeze-dried strawberries, freeze-dried pineapple, caramel swirls, fruit, whatever you were doing, this is your time to do your mix-ins, if you were doing that. All right, I don't have anything else to mix in here. So I'm just gonna give this one final big stir. And this looks outstanding. Like this looks like a pound cake batter is supposed to look. So evenly distribute your batter all over this bundt pan. And then like if you were doing like nuts and stuff like that, or like a swirl, you fill up a little bit, do your cinnamon, sugary swirl stuff, whatever you got going on. And then you can just finish layering your pound cake on top and you'll be good to go. If that's what you were going for. 325 is what my oven is on. This is not a, let's cook this in 4 seconds situation, all right? That's not what we're doing. This will take us some time, okay? Grandma always tapped it. Don't ask me why. This gets rid of the air bubbles, I guess. It's what she always did. So it's what I'm doing, okay? You got a problem? Get upset with my grandmama. You can't get to her though, because she dead now, all right? You can't get to her because grandma dead. But if you got a problem, you can call my grandmama and she'll handle it, all right? Last thing you should do is please put this on a sheet tray. All right? Just in case she got the spirit of I want to bubble over. If you put it on a sheet tray, you won't have to worry about bubbling over and messing up your stove, your oven, okay? Little rack, she goes in. About 1 hour and 20 minutes is what it'll take. After the first 20 minutes, your house is gonna smell amazing. Okay? After like the first 20-ish minutes, right? Your house is going to smell you're gonna be like, oh my God, Darius. I'm gonna be like, I told you. Because you got that cake batter, you got that pound cake extract. You have all the things going for you, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be outstanding, all right? All right, why don't we work on this filling? Actually, I'm gonna need this in a second anyway. Let's work on this filling, y'all. Let me grab a few things. This is my stock. Look at that. I don't know if y'all, yeah, you can't see it. Ooh, this is my stock. My stock, woo! All right, that's for later. We'll deal with that later. Let's make this fill. Let me grab these peaches out of this refrigerator. Out of this cabinet. Hold on. Let me get them. All right. I picked up some sliced peaches. Now, I was on Facebook earlier, right? And I was at the store doing my little shopping, right? Somebody on the Facebook was like, peaches, peaches, you didn't get the peaches. And I simply said to them, if I'm making a peach cobbler and I did not pick up peaches, what you think going on? No answer, child. Not answer. Okay, 2 cans with the juice, 2 cans without the juice. If you got fresh peaches, use fresh peaches. But the last I checked, it's February. The middle of February. All right, and ain't nothing growing in Georgia but scammers, audacity, and potholes, okay? So ain't no peaches in season. So you're gonna use canned or you're gonna use fresh. Then we can do lots of, really amazing things. Now, I know I just had 2 sticks of butter. Oh, here they go right here. I'm gonna say, I know I just had 2 sticks of butter. Put you a little butter in here. Somebody said, and ragweed, okay? Put you a little butter down to the pot. Like that. All right, and then you know how this goes. You've done this before, haven't you? White sugar, 1.5 cups-ish. Let me grab a few more things. Hold on, y'all. All right, white sugar, brown sugar, equal parts. You gotta have brown sugar, don't you? You have to. Pinch of salt. All right, then let's do cinnamon. This is the only time you'll see me using warm spices. It's in peach cobbler. That's the only way I like them. I do not like sweet potato pie. You've never seen me make it. I do not like candied yams. You've never seen me make that. This is allspice. Candied yams, I don't like those. I don't like carrot cake. I don't like spice cake. Any of the warm spices I don't like except for peach cobbler. Don't ask me, okay? A little nutmeg, a little allspice, and a little cinnamon. And remember those lovely Meyer lemons that we picked up? This is the perfect time to zest one. And just add some of like the beautiful essential oils. Right? And you already know if I'm using the zest, what am I gonna do? Nope, no questions asked, right? Seeds and all, it's a lemon, what do you expect, okay? Seeds and all, it's a lemon, what do you expect? All right, I'm just gonna balance that out with a little bit of lime juice as well. Fresh squeezed, and it don't even matter who squeezes it. I like the lime juice and lemon juice because I like a little citrus to cut through the heaviness of the cobbler. I like that little bright thing that happens in the background when people go, you know, what is that? And you go, oh, just a little something we threw together. Okay. A little Ciroc VS or Hennessy, whatever you got. This is a beautiful cognac. A spruce or two of those go in. All right, and then we let the stove do the work, baby. High heat, let this go. Now, you and I need to discuss a crust, don't we? Don't we? We need to discuss a crust. And there are lots of ways you could do this, but I'm gonna show you my way. And you can take it and or leave it. But I kind of think you wanna take this one with you, okay? I would kind of think that this one, I'm just saying, all right, you might want to reconsider your crust game after you see this. And I'm sorry, you could do this a bunch of different ways, but by hand is the best way. By hand, there's no other way to do this, I think, than by hand. I just don't think you get the same, like I'm saying people do crust with like a food processor and all that, and it's just not my thing, okay? But if you have something that works for you and it's an easier way to get something done, by all means, yourself. You can knock your whole self out if you want to, okay? All right, so 4 ounces of cream cheese. You know, why am I using 4? Use the whole 8. 8 ounces of cream cheese. Broken up into little-ish pieces. Yes, I'm putting cream cheese in the crust. Why? Because I'm fat. And that's where it belongs, okay? Why am I putting cream cheese in the crust? Because I am fat. And this is where cream cheese goes. It goes in the crust. I mean, there's only one way to do this, okay? Butter. Not margarine, but butter. Real, and it doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted. Your tongue cannot taste the difference either way it goes. You know, people kill me. You know, I watch, you know, some of the people they cook online or the cooking shows and they go, you want to use unsalted because unsalted you can control the salt. Girl, when you go to Panera Bread and get that kitchen sink cookie, or you get one of them Muffies, or you go out here to Dunkin' Donuts and get a croissant or whatever, they don't tell you whether they use salted or unsalted butter. You don't know. Your tongue cannot tell the difference between salted and unsalted. If you say you can, you are a bald face. You are fat face on lie. All right? If you finna sit up here and tell me, oh, Darius, I can taste that this is salted butter versus unsalted. Girl, a seat, have one, because you can't do it. Can't nobody do it. Okay? When you go out there and get an English muffin and you down here at the bodega, you don't know what they use. You have no idea. Now do you? No. So sit down. No, those are not half sticks of butter. I'm glad you asked that question. Those are full sticks of butter, okay? One thing you need to learn that you may not know is that on the West Coast, I don't know why, I don't know where this came from, I don't know why they do this, but if you go to Gelson's, if you go to Ralph's, if you go anywhere on the West Coast, they sell butter differently than any other place in the country, okay? It is still a pound of butter. It is still 4 sticks, but their sticks are shorter and fatter than regular sticks of butter. Don't use 2 of these because this is not 1 stick of butter. This is 2 sticks of butter, okay? But if you live on the West Coast or you grew up on the West Coast, in your mind, you're like, that's normal for us. Every place else, Mountain Time Zone, Central Time Zone, and Eastern Time Zone, we don't know what the hell this is. And I only learned about this is because I travel to do Dining with Darius Cooks all over the country, right? So when I was in California, I'm like, what is this? It's still 16 ounces. It's still a pound, but they package it differently. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I don't even know if I have. Let me see if I have another. I don't. I do. Everywhere else in the country, this is how butter comes. Every place else in the country, this is how butter comes. When you go to California, this is how butter comes. Don't ask me, this is a pound, this is a pound. This is 4 sticks, this is 4 sticks. This is 16 ounces, this is 16 ounces, but this is how they sell the butter in LA, in California. They just had it at at Kroger where I just came from, okay? So it's not half sticks. This is how it comes, right? See the difference? You see that versus that? You see the difference? This is from the West Coast. This is every place else. See the difference in size? It's vastly different, right? So it's still a stick, but it's just packaged differently. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I have no idea, but it's different. This is what they do over there. Girl, we let them have it. It's California. It's the West Coast. They do stuff differently over there. Ask me no questions. I'm going to tell you no lies, okay? I want to sweeten this slightly with some sugar and a pinch of salt. Let me stir up my cobbler, my filling over here. It's starting to look real good on me. It smells good. I told you immediately, once you start putting this stuff on, you can smell, in the house, and it smells great. What the hell is the flour? Oh, right here. All right, all-purpose flour in the situation. A couple of cups. I'm eyeballing this. I'm sure on the Darius Cooks Plus app, when it launches, you will have full recipe, but I'm doing this by hand, by touch. And this is what I'm saying. It's one of those things where it's like, you got to take your time and do it right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just like, you got to do it right. And you got to take your time and massage it. I think if you rush this, you can taste the rushation of this in the finished product. And it's just, this is so much more, this is better to me like this than any other way. And you know, some things you don't have to do a shortcut on. Can I say that? There are some things in life that you don't need to do a shortcut on. And I just think making homemade crust is one of the things that you don't need to shortcut, you know? So the process is simple. If you're watching me going, what is he doing? I'm trying to figure out his technique in his process. I'm just using my fingers to smush together the fat and the flour, right? So in this case, I've got the cornstarch. I've got the all-purpose flour, mix it up with the butter and the cream cheese, right? And what you're going for is something that looks very similar to like wet sand. I want to be able to put this in my, like the biscuits, right? I want to be able to put this in my hand, hold it together, and it not fall apart, right? That lets me know that I'm in good territory. So if I do this number right here, right? I put it in my hand, I make a fist. You see how it doesn't fall apart and it stays clumped up together? That's the litmus test that lets me know, hey, Darius, we're in really great territory with this. So all we have to do now is add some water and then we're good to go. And the other thing too is like, making crust from scratch is so easy. Why are we buying it? You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you know, you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, and those things, they may require, all right, I'm in a rush, I'm in a hurry, okay. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, you put Anita Baker on, you know, ain't just something I can't give you. In exchange for everything you give to me. You know, you put that on, you pour yourself a drink, and before you know it, you got homemade crust from scratch done. I don't think there's anything better. All right? All right, let's get some water. And in a perfect world, this would be ice cold water. But how many know the world ain't perfect? You can always add more, but you can't take it out. So as soon as this comes together, you're done adding extra liquid, okay? As soon as this comes together, what are you? Done adding extra liquid. All right. We're not making biscuits, we're making a pie dough. Yeah, in a perfect world, this would be, oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, in a perfect world, this would be cold water, but the world ain't perfect, child. Look at your bank account. All right, is it where you want it to be? The world is not perfect, okay? All right, I'm gonna put you guys down on the board a little bit. That way you get a better view. And you do a little swipe. Things are out the way. All right, I can get some bench flour down. All right, so nothing sticks. And I can take this dough and I can turn this dough out and just knead it until it's nice and smooth, right? That's what I'm saying. This is like a labor of love. This is not something you rush through. You take your time with this. You listen to the rain. You know what I'm saying? All right, a little more bench flour. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. I'm gonna work with half first. Oh God, yeah. All right, and I'm just incorporating flour just until I get the right sort of, you know, my consistency that I want to see as a pie dough, as a pie crust is like beautiful, right? So this is gorgeous. This feels good. It feels silky. It feels smooth to me. This feels great, right? As a pie dough, this feels like what I want, okay? So let's do the same thing with this one. All right, and as you just want to keep it moving, you want to make sure that it's not touching the board and it's not sticking. If you're sticking, you got to add more flour, all right? You got too much liquid, not enough flour. But you see how this moves real good? Right? Look at that. So you end up with like a beautiful, beautiful pie dough that's gorgeous, right? It's beautiful, it's ready for action. And then what you could do if you want, put those into a, hold on. Put those into the fridge, and then you got pie dough whenever you want to use it, all right? Before we work this out, let's talk about this filling behind me because this needs a little bit of attention at this point. My peaches are cooked. I can smell everything that's going on. I'm gonna taste it because it might need a pinch of something, I don't know. But the last thing I want to do is wait until the last minute and find out, okay? Girl, shit. Wow. It needs nothing. It literally needs nothing. It's perfect, all right? Let's talk about thickening her up a little bit. I have some cornstarch right here. Now, in a perfect world scenario, let me tell you how you really achieve maximum flavor. If you want to make a peach cobbler and you want people to go, what the fuck did you put in this? Put that on medium heat. Don't thicken it. Let it naturally reduce. It'll take about an hour, hour and a half. But the reduction of this will intensify the flavors. Do you know why? It's a very simple scientific explanation, right? Right now, we've got a lot of liquid in here, a lot of syrup, a lot of juice that's coming out from the peaches that contains a water content. Also contains flavor, right? When you have flavor mixed with water content, the flavor is what? Diluted, right? You know about concentrate, things from concentrate, it's diluted. If you remove the water from it, what do you have? A more concentrated situation that's got a lot more flavor happening, right? So again, in a perfect world scenario, I wouldn't thicken this, right? This is a labor of love. I'm making my crust from scratch. I'm gonna do the same thing with my filling. I'm just gonna put it on a medium heat, walk away from it for a little bit, come back, check it, give it a stir. And what'll happen is that as the liquid evaporates, it thickens and the taste is, it's like everything, like the cinnamon is more pronounced, the allspice is more pronounced, the citrus is more pronounced. I would do that in a perfect world. But what I just told you earlier, it ain't a perfect world, okay, at all. So cornstarch is in. Let me get some water. Cold water, cornstarch, give it a mix. And now we have a cornstarch slurry. So we'll add this, and as our filling is boiling, we'll mix this in, And this should thicken pretty quickly. So we'll work fast over here, okay? Give me a sec. And put a little bit in at a time. Don't put this whole thing in there because you're going to be shamed now. Woo! Yep, we got it. You can hear it. You can hear it, okay? So you know we're ready to go. All right, let's talk about baking this in the oven. Any dish will work. Anyone. No, I don't sell these. I wish the hell I did. I'm gonna be working on some, all right? Stay tuned. You know I don't like using other people's stuff. But that's all I got. I also don't have a rolling pin, but I do have a bottle of wine. So in essence, I do have a rolling and a pan. All right, let's roll. The pan looks small. Well, I'm only making a small peach cobbler, honey. Ain't nobody here but me. That's it. Ain't nobody here but me, pudding. All right, a little more flour goes in. All right, let's wipe this bottle down real fast so we can use it. All right, it's a bottle. Will it work? You tell me. The key here, keep your dough moving, please. Do not let this dough stay stagnant. Move this dough along, see? And whenever you get sticking, dusting of flour, please. All right, don't work this hard and then your stuff not come out right. Keep the dough moving. If you don't keep it moving, it will get stuck and you will be shamed. Keep your dough moving, all right? Bottom crust is in. And I'm not looking for perfection at all right? I'm looking for coverage. You won't even see this when this is done. You won't even see this. All right, and then I can just go around with my palms of my hands and stamp out a little stitch like this here, see? All right, and I can just pull off the extra. So now I have just a little crust happening on the inside, because I do want a double crust situation, okay? Personal. Now, before I fill this bad boy up, I do want to show you one more thing. All right, and actually, I'm going to add this this dough into this, because we're not wasting anything around here. All right, and while I do this, I'm going to put this in the freezer while I work on this other one. So I can keep it nice and cold. All right, let's work this last piece of dough out. Let's roll. See that? Keep your dough moving, please. Now, I do want to roll out the the top, right? So here's what I like to do. I will just come in here and I'll cut to make it even, and I'll start like maybe this is where I want to go, right? And you go, well, Darius, all the rest of them have to be as even as that. Lay this one on top of that one and cut. Lay these on top of this and cut. All right, this on top of here and cut. This one on top of this one and cut. So even if you don't have a ruler or you don't have, you know, anything to help even this out, you've got a very simple way to make this happen. I don't think I need all these, but I've got them cut just in case. See that? Simple. That's your trick, all right? That's gonna help you ensure that you get as even slices, cuts, whatever you call it, as you possibly can, all right? There's your little trick there. All right, let's grab that crust because we got work to do. All right, there's my internal crust, my inside crust, my bottom crust, whatever you want to call it. And here is my filling. Here's what I do. Strain some of the juice out and lay it in. Strain some of the juice and lay it in. Oh, God. Whew, this smells amazing. Like, if you're gonna make a peach cobbler, go on, do it for real. Quit cutting up. All right, don't forget, if there's anything you need from my online store, the discount code is the word GHOSTBOY, all right? You can save 70% while I'm live, if there's anything you want. All right, now let's work this out. I've got way too many pieces of dough, but it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put this one here. And then I'm gonna put this one, so I've got 3 to work out. 3. 3's good. All right, and then I got 1, 2, 3. Odd, even, okay? Odd comes back. 1 and 3 come back. I lay this crust across. 1 and 3 come down. Like that, all right? Next is even. So this is 2. I pull 2 back. I lay 2 across. I put 2 back down. Now I'm gonna pick up 1 and 3 again. 1 and 3 roll back. I can put this piece of crust over 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are closed. All right? I can pull back 2 now, and I can add 2 to this. I can drop 2 down, and now I'm out of room, right? Actually, I'm not, because I have all of this excess crust over here that is waiting to be used. So I can pull back 1 and 3. I can lay it across. I can now close her up, all right? I can now close it up. So now I'll go around with the knife and just cut off the excess crust around, see? And then you can save that crust. You can make cookies with that. You can save that for the next time you have something to bake. All right? But now you have this sort of beautifully rustic situation that looks gorgeous, by the way, right? Look at that. It looks absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Yep. And this is the perfect lattice top, right? I don't know what y'all be doing otherwise, but y'all be upsetting me and my homegirls not doing your lattice top correctly, you see. Personal opinion. I'm like a regular homemaker. You know? Child, who else is making lattice tops on a Saturday? Me. And stock from scratch on a Saturday. Me. Me. Hold on, I'm getting my towel to get my stuff up. All right, now don't that look amazing? Now you know it's only one thing left to do. And normally, I put this right in the oven the way it is, but this needs a little attention. Right? Not yet. We're almost ready to put it into an oven. Matter of fact, I need to preheat this oven to 350 degrees. That's really what I need to do. That's really what I need to do. All right, let me grab a little cup. And we had some heavy cream somewhere. We do. You don't have to do this with heavy cream. An egg wash would work as well, but you know how I feel about the egg situation, right? It's already enough. We got them in the cake now. Don't push your luck, okay? All right, heavy cream. And a brush. All right, let's brush over the heavy cream. You love me for it? Thank you. And the heavy cream will do the exact same thing an egg will. It'll brown it beautifully. It'll look gorgeous when it comes out. A little bit of sugar. And the smallest pinch of cinnamon, sort of right on top. There you go. I don't think there's a better looking peach cobbler anywhere on the planet. All right. I don't think this is what I say, a rich people peach cobbler. I don't think there's a better looking cobbler anywhere on the planet. I don't think there's a better looking one anywhere on the planet. All right, I'll bake this off in a hot oven. That's it. That's all she wrote. My stock has like 12 minutes left. It's done now, but I'm just going the extra few just because I want to do that. And then if you guys, I'm going to reset, get everything ready to go. And then in a couple of hours, I'll come back and then we can do dinner. All right, we'll cook dinner tonight. It'll be beautiful, amazing, all things you know, things you love, and it'll be amazing. All right. Don't forget, anything you want from the online store, the discount code is the word Ghost Boy. At checkout, you can save 70%. So go over there and knock yourself out. I think we're up to $310,000 this month alone, and close to 4,000 orders. So thank you so much for all your love and support. The cake is in the oven. It takes over an hour for that cake to bake. So none of that you will see now. You will see it later when I come back on this evening. All right? Love you. And I'll talk to y'all tonight when we cook live with drinks. All right? Bye. For now, at least. See ya. See ya, Instagram.